This time, I would like to explain possible biases you may face during interview research. There are 5 biases your respondents might have during an interview. First is conditional bias. If respondents are in a hurry or emotionally disrupted by some accident just before your interview, it may affect their answer. Be careful of their emotional status before you conduct an interview. Second is environmental bias. Where should we interview? For instance, if you interview on sensitive topics about personal things in a public location where other people can be listening, the respondents cannot answer freely. Third is sponsor bias. If your respondent has gained strong financial or political advantage on the topic you want to ask, they will not be so negative on their sponsor during your interview. Fourth is friendliness bias. When the respondents are trying to be friendly with you for some reason, then it may affect your interview data as the respondents try to avoid your disappointment. Fifth is social acceptability bias. If your questions might invite some illegal or immoral answers from the respondents, they may hide it and would give you only socially acceptable answers. These are respondent-related bias, but in many cases, the researcher also has unconscious bias. I will explain it with 3 basic keywords from anthropology and sociology. First is ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is the technical name for the view of things in which one's own group is the center of everything, and all others are scaled and related with reference to it. It is difficult for all of us to be free from this ethnocentrism bias, since this is a body of our knowledge and thinking. So a flexible mind and a critical reflection is more important for a good researcher. Second is Orientalism. Orientalism is to regard some populations to be special and should be treated as a subject of acceptance of aid. For instance, in a famous book, Orientalism, Edward Said depicted how the Western people recognize Asians as an exotic ethnicity, also unreasonable, mysterious, not logical, but more emotional. But actually, these features are dependent on individual personality. Third is elite capture. Elite capture is a form of unfair benefit distribution which may occur in various places. For instance, if you are planning a project in a village, some authorities may be able to access information faster than others. Then they can try to earn financial advantage from your budget. Also, if you give chance to a particular community, such as a school education support grant, only limited educated students can always take these chances because they already have an advantage in reaching the information. Most of the international donors provide huge chances of corruption in developing nations, but they actually flow to the few high-status elite with political and financial power. Most of the field researchers avoid belonging to donor actions for these reasons. Even during interviews, this elite capture can occur. For instance, the informant who can speak English directly may make you feel what is said is more plausible. Or the respondent may already be politically operated by power balance in the village. On the other hand, minorities in the community who are marginalized may not show up to be interviewed or refuse to express their real feelings.